Let's go. On 1st and 10, Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
It was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold from the gun. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll run it here. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. they're guessing about where you're going to go, I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Watch it now, Barney!
They get it to him running left. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now, second and 4 from the 31. To throw on second down is Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold now on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit!
Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. A first down throw, Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. They'll set up a throw. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Gone. 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 Gone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Gone. 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 Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now out come the Jets. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Rolling to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside to 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, it's Darnold. Over the middle, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Crosby puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And now here comes Kansas City. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Are you brave enough to give Bean Boozled with 20 look-alike flavors? Some are naughty, some are nice. Is it booger or juicy pear? Bean Boozled, the perfect stocking stuffer.
And how complicated that is? Well, this was an this game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Darnold now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Watch 32, watch 32. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Over. Now let's go.
On second down, Williams. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first to the 15. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go now. Blue line.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by Ware. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
Are you brave enough to give Bean Boozled with 20 look-alike flavors? Some are naughty, some are nice. Is it canned dog food or chocolate pudding? Bean Boozled, the perfect stocking stuffer.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down. Richard. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now here come the Cowboys. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
Okay. My defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Second down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Off the toss, Cohen, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Richard. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Cohen, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on second down, Richard. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Richard. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Go, get out there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
We saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, 47. Gun. Then we're going to 53.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Ronald Darby comes up to get him. Now they'll run it on the toss. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it.
When you choose fun, it's like a party you never want to stop starting. A root beer, you never want to stop floating. A splish, you never want to stop splashing. Because once you choose fun, you never want to stop. Carnival, choose fun.
Tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. They're down here in the first. Penalties aren't going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that. Able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They run. This is Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Darquan. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. Is at sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call it. Blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the second, too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go to Elliott again, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rudolph on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The Steelers able to pick up 18.
Move the sticks.
This quarterback now 5 straight in this second half. 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go, 47, 47. 46.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards on the ground. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the end zone, Rudolph. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From his end zone, Rudolph on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A first down throw for Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The Cowboys on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Prescott. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And avoids the contact by sliding. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Rudolph following the fumble recovery. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Back to throw, Rudolph. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. And he'll find QT on the right side, complete. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Rudolph throwing again. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urge.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Mason Rudolph, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Rudolph looking to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
On the counter, Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Prescott now drops it underneath to Elliott. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
46.
Throwing here, Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go ahead,
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.